Merry Christmas from the Lover's Hole, a Patrick O'Brien podcast. This is Mike, and over here,
this is Ian.
And we want to wish you a very happy holiday season, whether it's Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah, a Yuletide feast, whatever you're celebrating this wintertide. We're glad to be with you in this holiday season. And we have just a little message here in lieu of an episode this week. We want to start by thanking our Patreon supporters. We're grateful for so much all throughout the year, but patrons always and every day. We're delighted to see so many of you in our recent patron Zoom call for the holidays, and so many of our great guests who we thank as well. And the listeners, all of you listeners, the magic of the season, well, the magic of the podcast for us is you.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Now, I'm thinking all about Christmases and the big production Christmases and the simpler ones. I know, here in the States, we've got a lot of weather coming, so you want to keep an eye on your barometer. And don't forget to look for, the little unexpected celebration touches, maybe some emerald green.
Oh, Mike, I can tell where you're taking this. I think you're talking about the Mauritius Command here. Let's take a little dig into what was going on in the Mauritius Command one fine Christmas. Chapter 5. Christmas and an immense feast on the upper deck of the Boadicea, with a barrel of providently salted penguins from off the Cape, serving as geese or turkeys, according to the taste and fancy of the mess, and plum duff blazing faint blue under the awnings spread against the fiercer blaze of the Mauritian sun. New Year, with a great deal of ship visiting. 12th night, and the midshipman's berth regaled the gunroom with a 200-pound turtle. An unfortunate experiment, for it was the wrong kind of turtle. The shell turned to glue, and all who had eaten of the creature pissed emerald green. And now Jack began to consult his barometer every watch.
I love that, Ian. So anybody having turtle soup this holiday season, that reading takes me back. And I'm wondering, so what's happening with Ian and Mike this holiday season?
Oh, well, over here in the UK, we've just emerged from our super, super cold snap. We're back to mild and grey, dreary weather here. I'm going to be at home in Cambridgeshire. I've got our grown-up kids will all be with us Christmas morning, and some other family members too. It's going to be pretty unexceptional. We're hoping that we're all healthy. As you can probably hear, I'm wrestling off an early winter virus thing. But we'll be sitting down with family and eating turkey, and I don't know, I might reach for a chapter or two of Patrick O'Brien. I don't know. We'll see. How about you, Mike? Where are you going to be? What are you going to be up to with the family?
I'm going to be right here at home in Florida. Have a couple of the kids here. I'm sure we'll be zooming in to kids and grandkids up in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're actually going to get a little bit of seasonally cold weather. Mosey is excited, as you can hear.
Great.
So we're going to be glad to be right here, probably take a little horseback Christmas ride along the way, and just enjoying ourselves here. As I think about enjoying Christmas, I wonder sometimes just how happy a Christmas can be. Let's look back.
Oh, thank you, Matt. I get another chance to do a reading. This is great. We've been digging for more Christmas episodes in the canon. I think you will know this one. I'm looking at Desolation Island. Just how happy can Christmas be? This Christmas was a lifesaver. Thursday, 25th of December. Course estimated east 10 degrees south. The sail answered, and the pumps gained 5 foot in the day. And I'm skipping a bit here. Jack was copying his rough notes into the logbook, and when he came to this triumphant entry, he smiled. He was tempted to embellish it with an epithet or two, to add something about the feeble screech by way of a cheer when the gain of the first clear foot was reported, to speak of the Christmas dinner, fresh pork and double plum duff, eaten with such merriment in relays. And Mike, that's a canon Christmas that always gets me, makes me super, super happy. It's really nice as well in the canon to hear how it's placed in context. Christmas is a waypoint. It's a marker towards what's happening next on the voyage.
Yeah. Well, speaking about what's happening next on the voyage, Ian, what's up for the next few weeks for the Lover's Hole?
Well, it's a good question. We have today's short Christmas message, as you mentioned. Our next episode is going to be episode 136. We'll publish that New Year's Eve, hopefully. So a Saturday, a little out of step for us, to give us a quiet day on New Year's Day. And then back into the regular diary on episode 137. That'll come out on January the 8th. Both of those episodes continuing straight ahead with the wine dark sea and the dubious dealings of the dastardly Mr. Dutour. And we will see where that takes us and where that takes Stephen and Jack and the crew of the Surprise and the Franklin. Now, Mike, I love this thing we're on here, digging into canon Christmases that we can remember. And Mike, wasn't there one time when, just like the rest of us at Christmas, the crew were tired and feeble and maybe in need of rescue. And that could not be a more apposite description of me and my family with this virus this week. Tired and feeble and in need of rescue. Remind us of how the canon Christmas worked out that time, Mike.
Oh, Ian, we're back to Fortune of War, and we've got a very tired and feeble Jack Aubrey here, who says, "I'll just see my people aboard," said Jack. He would have given the world to sit on the carronade slide just by him, but he stood there while the leopards and the flitches reached the deck. He introduced his officers, and he even noticed that the Javas made a poor fist of hoisting the boat on deck. Captain Lambert was calling for a glass of brandy there and mince pies, but only small ones, do you hear me? Only small ones.
Oh, very classy guy, Captain Lambert.
Well, maybe brandy and mince pies aren't the only way of keeping ourselves entertained. After all that holiday feasting, we might be ready for some intellectual stimulation. What can Lover's Hole listeners expect in that regard?
Well, besides watching out for the new episodes when they drop, we're planning to run some Patrick O'Brian themed word games on our social accounts over the 12 days of Christmas. So beginning Christmas Day, watch out for a post each day. Same post each day on Facebook and Twitter. So Facebook, that's facebook.com/Lover's Hole. If you don't already follow us, why not go over there and follow us just now? On Twitter, we are still on Twitter. We must be about the last people in the world still on Twitter, but we're too slow. Twitter, we are at Hole Lubbers. And we've got a fun game that's evolved a little bit from the call that we had with our patrons the other night. And we're going to ask you to play a little bit with some words and associations in the Patrick O'Brian canon. So we hope that keeps your brain activated and turning over, helps with the digestion a little bit. And that's it from us. We really hope that wherever you are, you're safe and well and enjoying time with your family. We really want to thank you once again for all of your listenership and your participation in the last year. It means a huge amount to me and Mike. We hope that you all have a great time and that you're looking forward to a prosperous and successful 2023. All the best wishes from both of us. A glass of wine or perhaps even something stronger with each and every one of you. So, Mike, what do you say this Christmas time to somehow or another just a little tiny sliver of Patrick O'Brian?
Oh, I should like that of all things.